Nazvahora, and welcome to Nursing Informatics. For our group project, we'll be going over the IMAC and its basic functions because usually we learn about PCs, but in today's technology is always advancing, and it's important for nurses and other medical staff to know how different types of computers work.
Hi, my name is Jamila Jones. I will be working in conjunction with Naz on doing a tutorial on the basic functions of the iMac. As we know, the hardware for a computer system consists of input devices, the system unit, output devices, and secondary storage devices. The basic function of the computer is to accept data and instructions from a user, process the data to produce information, store the data for later retrieval, and display the information. In this tutorial, we will talk about the input and output devices in terms of the iMac. We will also talk about the storage devices and how you can store and retrieve data and display the information.
So this is our workstation, and a workstation is basically a desktop computer with more power, memory, and enhanced capabilities for performing specialized tasks. And here we have the power button, and as I press it, the computer will turn on, and the monitor will start to light up.
As you can see, the keyboard is an input device for typing data into the computer. The most common layout includes the typical alphanumeric keys with the function keys at the top and the cursor movement keys at the bottom. As you can also see, since this is a magic keyboard, which is typical for your iMacs, you don't have the numerical keypad to the side that you would use for your calculator layout.
So here we have another input device, which is a mouse. A mouse is used to access menus or functions, open application programs, and create graphic elements without using the function or cursor keys. This particular mouse is called a magic mouse. And unlike a trackball, a pointing stick, or a touchpad, I can just go like this and it will move, or swoop it with 2 fingers.
On the back of the iMac, we have our ports. And our ports are the highways that lead into, out of, and around the computer. The first port that we have is our headphones port. This is used to plug in headphones or external speakers. Our next port would be our SD port, which you could transfer photos from your camera's memory card. The next 4 ports are our USB ports. These are used to charge devices, connect external storage, and whatever else you need to use a USB for. The next port would be your Thunderbolt. This is used to connect external displays and high performance devices. And the last port is our Ethernet port. This is used to connect to the internet or local networks that does not use Wi-Fi.
Also on the back of the monitor is your AC power cord, which plugs into the computer to keep the power on. And we also have the vent, which helps keep the computer cool from overheating. So we talked about most of the hardware components of a computer, but now we're just going to touch on some of the software. And me being a user of a PC, I'm used to using Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and all those types of software programs are exclusive for PCs. But on a Mac, it's a little different.
On a Mac, we use OS X El Capitan. That's basically your Windows 7 for an iMac. That's the software that we use. And for iMacs and other Apple products, they use Pages, which is your Microsoft Word, Numbers, which is your Excel, Keynotes, which is equivalent to Microsoft PowerPoint, And that's pretty much it. So I'll be telling you the basic components of an iMac desktop. Above, we have our menu bar. This tells us our finder, where we can find different items such as our apps, things that are in the trash. You can find different files and folders on your iMac. This is also where you can shut down, restart, or log off your desktop. At the bottom, we have our dock. This consists of all of your apps. And something else that is unique to iMacs is if you press on your Magic Keyboard, it can pull up all of the apps that are on your computer so you can easily access them.
So thank you for listening to our presentation, and we hope we informed you on the basics of how to use an iMac.